Hi guys, just want to kind of like get on here and make a quick video on a subject that not a lot of us know about, and there's not a lot of information on the internet. And it has to do with the motor company Kia. The Kias that you see everywhere right now, very popular cars. They didn't start out building cars. They started out building bicycles. And I so happened to buy a bicycle yesterday that kind of it's kind of special to me because you don't see this kind of bicycle every day. It's kind of rare. Yeah, they pop up every now and then, but it's kind of special to me because it has to do with a car, and the bicycle is also a muscle bike. So it's like the Schwinn Stingray. It competed with the Schwinn Stingray. It had the fat tire and the 3-speed, Stormy Archer back rim, which is the 3-speed that you can have low, medium, and high. So it definitely tried to compete with the Schwinn back in the 70s. And I happened to buy one last night, and I tried to look for information, I tried to look for some information on it, and there's hardly anything on the internet about Kia starting off with the bicycles. And yes, the motor company Kia did in fact start with bicycles. And this is one of them right here. And I'm kind of stoked about this little bike here. As you can see, it does say Kia Industrial. So yes, it is Kia Motor Company. It used to say Kia right here. You can say Kia real big. And yes, it's not KIA. No, it's Kia. And this is an old muscle bike, and you can tell it's got, the little fat tire in the back. It is a 3-speed. And, they released this thing trying to compete with Schwinn. Everybody was competing with Schwinn back in the 70s and the 80s. And Schwinn had that on lock. And then came Huffy and the BMXs, and Schwinn kind of dropped off because they didn't want to join in the BMX type sports. They thought that it was just a fad that was going to just pass, and it did not. It actually caught on real big. But this thing here is not super rare, not rare, but you don't see these every day. And this thing, it has the front and back brakes. It has the skinny front tire. So the 3-speed alone, just the back wheel being 3-speed, makes it special to me. I have a few Schwinns right now that are 5-speed, 3-speed, and they are dear to me. But this thing is kind of, I was trying to find information on it. Obviously, I didn't find anything. There's very little on the internet about it, and it was just kind of amazing to me to know that the Kia car company, Korean car company, and I think it says Korea somewhere, made in Korea somewhere on here. And we'll show you here in a minute. Made in Korea, 1981. So yeah, and it's it's a pretty decent quality bicycle because back in the 80s everything was, even though the Koreans would put aluminum in place of steel, on a lot of their ideas. This actually is very well built. I mean, obviously it's 1981 and it holds me up and I can ride it with no problem. It rides, it shifts and everything. So kind of funny, man. It's just funny that your Kia started off as that. I can hear all the Kia guys right now and Kia girls. A lot of women love Kias. And no, it didn't. No, it didn't. It wasn't a bike company. Well, yes, it was. Bike company all the way. Just a little information for you guys on a Tuesday to kind of pick the brain.